3 is back and in full force, Johnny. Dylan Bostic not benched. We're getting the full team here, minus Clarence, their water boy, who was fired by Coach Flexo. Got to wonder if hydration's going to play into our main event.
I mean, I certainly think it would. I thought Clarence did a fantastic job for them, but, you know, when you lose a match, especially losing the United World Tag Team titles, sometimes the coach has to make changes, and Clarence was the first one to go.
Here they are, your United Wrestling Network World Tag Team Champions. Reno Scum, this is going to be an exciting matchup. Reno Scum made a very big point at the beginning of this broadcast. They are ready for anything and everything PAC 3 can throw at them.
You better believe it. What a blockbuster main event. We've already seen Sway Thompson and Andy Brown move on to the semifinals of the PP3 Cup. But now you have Adam Thornstowe, Luster the Legend. Joe, they've been champions all over the country, but becoming the United World Tag Team Champions has been a long time coming in their eyes, and they sure picked a grand stage to do it at Milestone. Let's kick it to Angel Castillo for the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event and is for the United Wrestling Network World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, to my right, the challengers, hailing from the gridiron at a combined weight of 406 3/4 pounds, Dylan Bostic, Flex McCallion, PAC 3. And introducing to my left, the defending champions, hailing from Reno, Nevada, weighing at a combined weight of 470 pounds, Adam Thornstowe, Luster the Legend, Reno Scum.
Oh, and look at this. PAC 3 with the jump start. Even Coach Flexo in this match.
That's right. He benched Dan Joseph. Once again, another, you could say, questionable coaching decision from Flexo.
Oh, meeting of the minds.
What a brain trust, if you will.
Not sure how many brain cells Coach Flexo had to begin with, but he's definitely missing a few now as he gets dumped to the outside. Luster the Legend going to work against Dylan Bostic.
I gotta say, it's a strange sight to see without them holding the tag team titles. But, I mean,
I'm not surprised to see Reno Scum. They have made it very clear for a couple of years now that they wanted a shot. They wanted their opportunity at the United World Tag Team Championship. And here they stand today, your champion.
You're right. I mean, so many teams, Joe, in the past. Oh, wow. Luster the Legend using his head there. Many teams have tried to outsmart the playbook of Coach Flex, but Reno Scum, they're the only team that found the winning scheme.
Well, then you've got Coach Flexo, who blamed their loss.
Oh, Bostic is not happy with Coach Flex. You saw him John there.
There's some real dissension in the ranks of PAC 3.
Well, Bostic says the only reason they even lost the titles is because he wasn't there.
Well, you have to agree that that's how they won the titles, was being the team of Dan Joseph and Dylan Bostic. And arguably Dickie Mayer having a big part of it too, using Percy's privilege. And now Flex getting out of the ring as quick as he possibly can.
Now, Bostic was not exactly reaching for the tag there, as once again, Luster using his brain.
I don't think there is really a game plan here. I think this is very frantic. Dan Joseph being on the outside of this matchup. Obviously, they're very upset. This is not the game plan. This is not the winning game plan that PAC 3 has.
No, I mean, on the gridiron, there's no way you can win when a team is in dissension. And thus far, I got to say, I'm shocked at the lack of communication. You see Dan Joseph is livid outside the ring, not being involved in this match, as they beat down Dylan Bostic.
It's the biggest little beatdown from these big men from Reno, Nevada. Clubbing blows to Dylan Bostic, who has just been at the absolute mercy of these two, being pummeled as he goes in the cover, only gets one.
I mean, Thornstowe and Luster are proving that you spend even 30 seconds in the ring with these two, you'll have another reason to never want to go to Reno. And there's plenty of them.
Reno Scum Calling the biggest little town their home. Bringing these United World Tag Team titles back home there.
A lot of other nicknames you can give for Reno, Nevada. That's
Dylan Bostic now in the wrong corner, absolutely being punished by Luster the Legend.
And Joe, I don't know what strategy, besides attacking immediately, I don't know what other strategy PAC 3 had, but...
Well, it's such a bizarre substitution for a coach to put himself in. Do you think, you know, it's just not something that you're supposed to do? You let your boys handle the work.
Look, in the past, I've compared... Oh, my.
Beautiful standing moonsault.
Look, in the past, I've compared Coach Flex to Vince Lombardi, Bill Belichick, Phil Jackson, but I don't think any one of those men would have made a coaching change like this.
Bill Belichick doesn't say, you know what, Gronk, sit it out, I'll go catch the ball.
Oh, you can't play with a hoodie, that's for sure. I mean it.
Shoulder into the midsection with the double stomp.
The Montello spike.
That's what they call it. Huge maneuver, could be enough. Dan Joseph crawling in from the outside. Not a legal man in this matchup. Could have got the disqualification. But actually saving the matchup there. And Thornstowe says, come on in.
I mean, PAC 3 needs to regroup. They need to huddle it up. Their strategy should be to run away and be elusive, but Dylan Bostic is just being pummeled.
Dylan Bostic trying to fight back, but Thornstowe staying on top. We have to take a break. This is our main event. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our main event. Reno Scum taking on PAC 3 into the cover. The United Wrestling Network World Tag Team titles are on the line.
And it was more of the same during the commercial break. Luster the Legend still in complete control. Dylan Bostic in deep trouble.
He's got the half Nelson hammerlock in.
Pity City! Yay, there it is!
Oh, man!
First class ticket.
The smells, the odor, Dylan Bostic just had to endure. Ugh. Thornstowe over the top. The athleticism of Thornstowe into the cover. Coach Flexo forced to break things up.
And Reno Scum, if they had a strategy, they're executing it to perfection. I will say this, when Reno Scum are on the same page, they have a combination of power and quickness no team in wrestling can compete with. When they're firing on all cylinders, PAC 3 can't even breathe, as you can see right now. But Dan Joseph with the distraction, Dylan Bostic finally getting a shot from behind.
And now PAC 3 able to capitalize. Even Dylan Bostic getting some cheap shots in. Senior official Nick Bonanno had his back turned. PAC 3 trying to cut any corner that they possibly can.
They have to. What else can you do against Thornstowe and Legend?
100%. This has been a one-sided matchup since the bell rang. And the crowd here at the Ocean View Pavilion showing their love for Reno Scum. The Oi chants echoing throughout the arena.
And you see the anger and the fury in Dylan Bostic's face. Goes for the leg there, only a 1 count.
Trying to sneak a pinfall in there. Thornstowe just so much of a veteran, knows exactly what's going on at all times.
Bostic is the big man on campus, and he was livid that they lost those titles without him at Milestone.
And look at this. Coach Flexo wants to get in this matchup. Dylan Bostic, hesitant.
The question is...
look at that.
Wow.
Blatant bite right to the face.
Oh, now he tags him. I wonder, was that a lack of trust we're seeing there between Bostic and Coach?
It has to be something. I mean, but now Coach Flexo...
You see Dan Joseph and Bostic having a conversation, but something isn't right. We've never quite seen PAC 3 like this. Nonetheless, Coach Flex is in control.
Yeah, you got to be careful not to get disqualified. Tags Dylan Bostic, didn't even have his hand out, just slapped him in the chest and said, go get him. That's not the cohesion that you need for a winning tag team, John.
No, especially against Reno Scum. Bostic, you see him desperately trying to keep Thornstowe away from the opposite corner. Can't blame him there.
Thornstowe getting the separation, though. Got some breathing room, but look at that. The fingers digging right into the face. And now just pummeling forearms into the chest, into the sternum. Oh, the referee's back turn. And Dan Joseph in this matchup once again, choking the life out of Adam Thornstowe.
Now, I will say this for PAC 3.
Into the cover.
Hooks the leg.
Only got one.
This match has turned PAC 3 into street brawlers. We have never seen an aggressive side like this before.
Oh, look at
from
that
him.
abdominal stretch. Oh, look at that. Looking for extra leverage.
He's trying to tag Dan Joseph in.
We've seen this before from PAC 3.
This is not Freebird rules. Oh!
And Coach Flexo pays for his sins right there. Instant karma. Tried to get the extra leverage. And here comes Luster, the legend, takes out Dylan Bostic. Seeing stars on the outside.
You saw Flex try to tag Dan Joseph in as if that was even legal. He made the choice to bench Dan Joseph.
Oh, no, Dylan Bostic trying to come in for the save, but runs into a boot.
Not a good decision.
Oh, no. Fisherman brainbuster. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Oh,
That
look out.
What is Luster thinking here? Oh, just tied up in the tree of woe. What is Luster thinking? Oh, no. No way. A razor's edge.
Incoming.
Oh, my God. No way. Using Dylan Bostic as a weapon, launching him into Coach Flexo.
Meanwhile, Flex and Bostic just trying to hang on to each other.
PAC 3's being absolutely destroyed by Reno Scum. Side Russian leg sweep.
Oh, that's the legend shifter. He's got it locked in.
Submission maneuver.
Look at the face of Coach Flex.
Coach Flexo taps.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and still United Wrestling Network Tag Team Champions, Reno Scum!
Dan Joseph cannot believe it. PAC 3 just got their butts handed to them.
You know, Joe, the old saying goes, back to the drawing board, but for PAC 3, this could mean back to the back of the line. I mean, they lost the rematch. I don't know what this means. You see the frustration in the face of Dan Joseph, the utter disappointment, wondering what if he was in this match and not Coach Flex, and I don't blame him.
Coach Flexo made a huge calculating error in the last matchup. The first time they went up against Reno Scum, made the same mistake again, had the same outcome. Reno Scum is still your tag team champions. Look at Dan Joseph trying to come to the aid. Dylan Bostic, I don't even know how he could be conscious after that move.
And Dylan Bostic's completely decimated. Coach Flex got locked in that legend shifter, which is just a lethal maneuver. It's a camel clutch mixed with $1 million dream, and there's no way anyone's getting out of that.
Coach Flexo dazed, confused, barely able to get to his feet.
I mean, Coach Flex lost a shoe, for crying out loud. Oh, wait a minute.
What's going on?
What? What is he doing?
How can Coach Flexo be mad? He's the one who tapped out. He's the one who made this call. And he has no idea that Reno Scum are there. Oh, does now.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. And look at that. Dan and Dylan just watching. Luster the legend decimate him.
They are leaving Coach Flex.
Oh, no.
Oh, look out.
They're looking to... The double stomp, my God!
The Reno Scum stomp. Are you kidding me?
The Scum stomp, possibly crushing the skull of Coach Flexo.
Joe, it appears to me that Coach Flex has just been reassigned.
100%. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you next week for more Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.